Marvel fans, comic geeks, non-nerds in between. My name is Megan with Vigilante Vibes, and I'm here for another character breakdown. And this character was actually recommended to me by a listener to make a video of it, so here I am. So thank you to that listener for asking me to make this video. Today we're going to talk about Joseph. So, who is Joseph? Did you know that Magneto had a clone? Many people don't. And to be honest, I forgot about his character for a long time until I saw him pop up a few years ago in the Scarlet Witch run. So we're going to talk about him. It could have something to do with X-Men 97. We don't know, but either way, you'll know, and you learned about a new character today. So Joseph first appeared in X-Men Volume 2, number 46 in September of 1995. He was created by Scott Lobdell and Roger Cruz. Joseph's life is basically one long, this could not possibly get weirder. And then it does. It all starts when the villain Holocaust absolutely wrecks Avalon trying to kill Magneto and everyone hanging around him. Avalon gets obliterated. Magneto ends up in a coma, and Colossus, who's temporarily with the Acolytes, loads him into an escape pod and literally crash lands him back on Earth. Somehow Magneto's body still goes missing anyways, because, the comic books and stuff. Eventually, Magneto's old Brotherhood recruit, Astra, finds him, patches him up, and immediately decides the best use of science is making a clone whose only job is to murk the original. Great plan. It does not work, though. Magneto escapes, while the clone gets lost, develops amnesia, and wanders off into the wilderness. So every part of this plan was just terrible from the beginning. The clone is eventually found burning up with a fever by some kids from an orphanage in Guatemala. Sister Maria nurses him back to health, but he has absolutely no clue who he is. One of the kids names him Joseph, and everyone just kind of rolls with it. Over the next few months, Joseph discovers he can casually bend metal with his mind, which is concerning, I guess, to someone who's not used to mutants. Sister Maria suspects he's probably Magneto, even though he looks way younger than the real guy, but decides everyone deserves a second chance. Things are peaceful. For not long. It does not last long. Some criminals kidnap Sister Maria and the orphans to force Joseph into working for them. Joseph rescues everyone by completely slaughtering the kidnappers. The kids who adored him are understandably traumatized, and Joseph realizes, yeah, I should probably leave now. Sister Maria points him toward the X-Men, figuring they deal with this kind of identity crisis every Tuesday, and she would not be wrong. The X-Men meet Joseph and basically go, "You're almost definitely an amnesiac Magneto, but you seem nice, so, you can stay." He joins the team, gets especially close to Rogue, because apparently it's just a Magneto thing now. We all know Rogue has a type, one of her types. And after meeting Magneto's old followers, the Acolytes, becomes convinced he really is Magneto. Plot twist, he's not. But I want to say that Joseph was supposed to be Magneto, but then they brought in the real Magneto, and it was like, oh, just make him a clone, it's fine. And comics. The real Magneto comes back and immediately tries taking over the world again by blasting the planet with another electromagnetic pulse, literally merging with Earth's magnetosphere, because regular supervillain plans are beneath him. Joseph, the X-Man, and Astra confront him, and Joseph sacrifices himself to stop Magneto, stripping Magneto of his powers in the process. So Joseph dies a hero, until Astra brings him on back. This resurrected Joseph crashes a mutant hate rally, murders everyone there, making the Avengers think Magneto's gone full terrorist again, which is a fair assumption. Come on. Cyclops points out Magneto was somewhere else entirely, so Emma Frost and him investigate. They discover that it's actually Joseph, now running his own Brotherhood of Evil Mutants made up of weird, deformed clone versions of Magneto's old crew. Basically the generic version. Joseph basically tells Magneto, come on, be evil again. We have a brand to maintain. Magneto declines. Cue another Magneto family therapy session, except with more flying metal. Magneto convinces Astra to betray Joseph, learns Joseph has been working with Christopher Bach to restore Magneto's terrifying reputation, wipes out Joseph's Brotherhood, and locks both Joseph and Astra in the X-Brig prison in Utopia. That lasts until Avengers vs. X-Men, when Utopia falls apart and Danger decides prison security is overrated, releases everyone, including Joseph. After Magneto disappears, Joseph decides, fine, I'll cosplay as Magneto. He puts on the Master of Magnetism look, forms yet another brotherhood after the X-Men are presumed dead, and starts terrorizing an Air Force base in East Transia to remind humanity why they should fear mutants. A newly resurrected Cyclops and his X-Men stop him, and the whole fake Magneto act gets exposed. Juggernaut, who thought this brotherhood actually wanted to protect mutants, gets furious, tackles Joseph, and pins him while Cyclops gives him his usual speech of ideals. We know what Cyclops does. Come on. Before anyone can wrap things up, Psylocke decides Joseph is too dangerous to leave alive, and she just murks him. Again. Because you're going to find out, knowing Joseph, that dying is just his favorite hobby. Naturally, death does not stick. Joseph comes back again under mysterious circumstances and hides out in caves near Lockkill, New York, once again pretending to be the now dead Magneto. After Orchis brands mutants as terrorists, Joseph ends up at the Scarlet Witch's Emporium, hoping Wanda Maximoff will give him a shot at redemption. Wanda is understandably shocked to see what looks like Magneto's clone standing in her shop, but she lets him stay with her and Darcy. For a while, it actually seems like Joseph has finally found some peace. Except, surprise, he was secretly resurrected by the witch-hunting alchemist Hexfinder, who planted him with Wanda as a part of an assassination plot. Joseph helps set up a trap and using an altered version of the anti-magic metal Mysterium to shut down Wanda's powers, but at the last second he decides he can't go through with it. Encouraged by Darcy, Joseph turns on Hexfinder and sacrifices himself again, transforming the corrupted Mysterium into a new healing crystal. But this is still comic books. Joseph does not stay dead. He seemingly reincarnates into a brand new, fully restored body. He did show up in the From the Ashes era in the X-Men run, where the X-Men actually do have Magneto, who is part of the X-Men group now, the core part of it, in Alaska, and Joseph appeared as a member of the mysterious rogue group of mutants known as the 3K, or the Chairman's Quiet Council. I didn't get very far in that run because it's not vibing with me, but that's okay. So yeah, he is very much still alive now, because basically to Joseph, resurrection is less of a plot twist or even less of a gift from the universe and much more of a subscription service. So he comes and goes, and that's what he's about. So yeah, that's Joseph. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I hope you have a marvelous day.